The program is Ibadan Gist Arena on Primus Radio. And my name is Aiyetan Anjolaoluwa. You can simply call me AJ. And of course, I'm going to be running you through from now till about 5 p.m. And then, of course, by 5 p.m., Okpelero is going to take over the program. Arias Kentele. You don't want to miss that. You can listen to us on Facebook at Primus Media City. And of course, on our blog, www.primusmediacity.com. Or go to Radio Garden, Radio Box, Online Radio Net, Zeno, amongst others, to just search Primus Media City and you will get us there. Going straight into the stories that we have for today, because time is fast spent. The first story I have here is a sad one coming from the Zulezu singers. One of the two people who consist of Zulezu, his name is Mike Abu. He has reportedly slumped and died while having his bath. These guys were a very huge part of my growing up, and of course a lot of other music enthusiasts. If you were somebody who used to follow music right from way back, you would know that Zulezu is one force, yes, that should be reckoned with. May his soul rest in peace. The next story I have here is coming from Abuja, another blasphemy story. And again, in this story, the person was killed. He wasn't only killed, he was killed and burnt to death. The news reported that a member of the vigilante group has been killed and his body set ablaze at a market in Abuja over alleged blasphemy. It was gathered that the unfortunate incident occurred at the timber market, in the timber market section of the fruit market in Federal Housing Estate, Lugbe, in Abuja. According to Daily Trust, eyewitnesses said the victim, a Muslim, was known for the act of insulting Prophet Muhammad. And if these people can kill a fellow Muslim for blasphemy, who are you being a Christian, that they cannot kill you or they cannot do whatever it is that they have in mind for you? And I still think that there needs to be very strong laws backing these things, because you can't just kill somebody and everybody will move on like it is normal. This particular story, nothing else has been heard about it, because it was reported that they killed and burnt somebody to death, but that's all that we've heard for now about that story. May God grant the person that they killed eternal rest.
It's great on the bit.
Moving on swiftly, we are going to go to Ondo State in Owo. A lot of people already know about this story. It happened on Sunday, where gunmen who are suspected to be bandits entered into a Catholic church in Owo, Ondo State, killing over 50 members of the congregation. When are we going to stop hearing news like this? And again, the government, of course, this one is a very big one. So the government have been speaking on it. But of course, till now, it's almost a week and nothing, no proper lead has been taken. Nobody has been apprehended. Nobody has been taken into custody. Everybody's just living their life. The story reads, it was gathered that gunmen invaded the church during service on Monday morning, June 5, and opened fire on the congregants. According to reports, no fewer than 50 corpses have been moved out of the church, with many casualties lying at the Federal Medical Center, Owo, for medical attention. A source explained that the congregation were caught unaware, adding that the death toll might rise as some worshippers were seen taken to the hospital and have reportedly died. Every time they say we should turn to God because He's the only one who can make things right. But in this case, people were in church serving God, calling on His name, and they still died. So what then is there to do? What is left to do?
It's grapes on the bit.
What do we need to make our country a lot more safer? Where do we need to be sure that, okay, if we are here, nothing bad can happen to us? Nigeria cannot happen to us. There's no place like that here in Nigeria for now. Be you in the market, in the church, in the hospital. If you like, be in government ourselves. If these people want to attack you, they will attack you and nothing will happen. We just pray that God should give our government the knowledge and the understanding to be able to, guide us right. 2023 elections are coming. Get your PVCs. You cannot vote online. You cannot vote on social media. Get your PVCs and make sure that you go out to vote. That is the only way we can change the whole thing that is happening. Whoever it is you might be supporting, whoever it is that you believe in, just make sure you get your PVCs and you vote. Right about now, we are going to be taking a very quick break because of time. We are going to be taking a very quick musical break. And when we come back, we are going to run through this program, of course, as we always do. Don't go anywhere. This is Primus Radio, and we are still on to Ibadan Gist Arena. Stay tuned.
The Zenith Bank Better Life promo is back for another season, and this time it's bigger.
Vibes.
But you knew that. Slidey pole. Let's go. Feelings and nothing can stress me. The way I run the game, I'm feeling like referee. No, like Moses parting the Red Sea, like a chauffeur, me in the back of the Bentley. So I step out, all white, can't stain. What you want? Rosé, champagne? I got that. Big bag, back pain. Taking the piss, the only time I can't aim. So we toasted a good life, living every minute to the full, cause I could die. Pull up at the spot, open doors, and it's suicide. Chilling rent free, where the check, please? Couple hundred G's on a good night. What you
Come use your kiss, but my blues everything now. I like the way I'm feeling now. I'm all you got smart team when it stress me, but right now I'm chilling now. I like the way I'm feeling now. Now come use your kiss, but my blues everything now. I like the way I'm feeling now. I'm all you got smart team when it stress me, but right now I'm all I wanna do is jive, 220 on the highway. I'm about the energy. Maybe if it's good, send it my way. If it's bad, keep it private. All these haters so vexed, I'm the best alive. You don't want to test the guy. You been sleeping on yourselves, you chest it fly.
Primus Radio. Ojú ọ̀gbagadì láti fẹ̀fẹ̀ rẹ̀ hàn.
Welcome back to the program Ibadan Gist Arena on Primus Radio, and of course I still remain yours truly, Anjolaoluwa Aiyetan.
It's great on the bit.
Moving on straight to the next story that we have for today. It's coming from, of course, everybody heard that story when it happened about Yul Edochie marrying a second wife and all that. Well, Baba has come out now to say that marrying a second wife has brought him blessings. I mean, this is him motivating other men like him to, take that step, that bold step, by getting a second wife. And I mean, maybe you will be blessed, or it will bring you more blessings. He wrote on his Instagram page, he said, "God works in mysterious ways. Marrying a second wife has brought me blessings and also elevated my two lovely wives. Sometimes it takes the things we see as disappointments to happen for elevation to come. It happened many times in the Bible, just like the case of Joseph. I am a man after God's heart. I am like King David in the Bible." He said a lot of things that I will not be able to really read here because of time. But I mean, he's motivating all of you young men out there, especially the married ones. Maybe your business is not going well. You don't have a job.
On the bit.
You just need things to get better for you. Yul Edochie is telling you that marrying a second wife might probably give you blessings, or might probably bring you blessings. But I mean, the decision is still yours. Whatever it is that you decide to do with your life would solely be your business. But I would not advise you to take that advice from Yul Edochie. Because I mean, with what we see, marrying two wives is disastrous. Except you know that you can maintain both and still remain sane. Then of course, go ahead. Why not? Enjoy your life. I'm sure that every Nigerian is going to be happy about this particular one, because of course in Nigeria we are known to have a lot of public holidays, a lot of holidays that you sit at home and just enjoy your life. Anyways, another day like that is coming.
It's great on the bit.
June 12th, Democracy Day, which happens to be Monday, this coming Monday. The federal government has declared it as a public holiday. So I mean, it's also an avenue for everybody who go to work from morning till night, to get to do the things that you always want to do, that work has not allowed you to do. Make good use of this opportunity. I mean, I've been hearing some people saying that the whole of that week is going to be for holidays. I don't know why. But officially, Monday has been declared a public holiday by the federal government to celebrate Democracy Day. Democracy, oh. Moving on swiftly. Mrs. Dolapo Oshibajo praises her husband after an overwhelming or underwhelming outing at the APC primaries. I'm sure that a lot of people actually followed the APC primaries. I mean, it's happened for about a day or two overnight. And it was a very, 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 very tough one. But of course, the national leader of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, became the flag bearer for APC. We congratulate him and we wish him the very best. But of course, Oshibajo, who also wanted to vie for that position and lost, is being praised by his wife. She called him all sorts of names, all sorts of sweet names that will make his head swell. On our Instagram page, she wrote, Oluyemi, Oluleki, Omoluabi, Omoko, Oninure, Oniwa Pele, Oniwa Tutu, Ologbon, Olododo, Alanu. I am proud of you. I mean, who won't be proud of that man? If you are his wife, of course, you have to be proud of him. He has tried his best. And we pray that God directs him and gives him the wisdom to, forge ahead. I mean, because of course now we know that he cannot aspire for what he wants. So he has to, toe another line.
It's Grace on the beat.
In another news, a 25-year-old cross-dresser has been arrested for entering a female hostel to steal gas cylinder in Adamawa. It is not enough that you went to steal. You are now a cross-dresser. Offense meji lori wonikan. Kilo de.
It's Grace on the beat.
The story says a 25-year-old man has been arrested by the Adamawa State Police Command for alleged criminal trespassing and attempting to commit theft. Jika John, who is from Michika local government area, was arrested on Monday, June 6, 2022. It is reported that he dressed as a woman, gained entrance into the College of Nursing and Midwifery to steal a gas cylinder from the female hostel. Why? Kilo fi gas cylinder she gas ti Tony. So ra gas in it. I mean, of all the things that you could steal, I'm not saying stealing is bad, but of all the things you could steal, it's a gas cylinder. Moving on to the next story, a Nigerian lady returns the $36,000 she found in a chair she got online. Now, let me explain this to you. She bought a chair online. I mean, in the process of getting to arrange the chairs and everything, she found out that there's a $36,000 hidden somewhere in the chair. And she called the authorities to return the money. She's Nigerian. She's making Nigeria proud. These are the kind of people that we want the kind of people that we want associated to the name Nigeria. Especially because she's outside the country, I mean, a lot of people would see that money and take it, but I mean, this woman said, no, I don't want the money because I didn't work for it. I mean, I would imagine that that's what she said in her head. The story reads, a Nigerian lady, Vicky Umodu, based in California, United States of America, who received a couch from a stranger online for free, has returned the sum of $36,000 she found inside the couch. Okay, so I would assume that, I mean, from the story, it was said that she was given the couch for free. She was gifted by someone. What if the person put the money inside the couch? To, test her loyalty and all that. I mean, it's good that she returned it, because what if the person put the money there to, know that, okay, if I give this person sees this money, will she return it or not? The story further reads, the cushion was stuffed with bank deposit envelopes and Malina claps filled with cash. Most had dollar amounts scrolled on them, as if somebody had been keeping them of what she tucked inside, she said. I want to actually believe that the person that sent that chair to her actually put the money there to test her. But whatever the case may be, I mean, it's good that she's associated to Nigeria, and I mean, she did us proud. The next story I have here is a very funny story. The story says, man sues actress as Adiza Gabon for refusing to marry him after spending 396,000 naira on her. So my own question is going to be, was he calculating all the money, all the amount of money spent on the woman? Because I mean, who does that? I'll now carry biro and paper and start saying, okay, I bought her hair, 100,000. I bought her this, 20,000. Till you will get the amount that you totally spent on her. That's another level of joblessness. The story reads, a 48-year-old civil servant, Bala Musa, on Monday dragged a popular Kannywood actress, Adiza Gabon, before a Sharia court in Kaduna for refusing to marry him. The complainant told the court that he had been in a relationship with the actress and she promised to marry him. So far, I have spent 396,000 naira on her. Anytime she asks for money, I give her without hesitation, with the hope that we will marry. She also failed to show up in Gusau, Zamfara, where I live, after I made all arrangements to host her. The case was first heard on May 23, but the defendant was not in court after being served. On her part, the defendant, who was represented by her counsel, Mr. Mubarak, explained that the client was not sure of the authenticity of the summon. Anyways, in all, he has spent a total of 396,000 naira on her, and she has refused to marry him, so he's asking for his money back. He has taken her to court. My prayer for them is that God will help them settle it. Ọlọ́run á bá wọn parí ẹ̀. But I mean, is there any law that says that any amount you spend on a woman, if she refuses to date you or marry you, she has to refund it? Is there any law that says that? I think not. The next story I have here is coming from Libya. A Nigerian lady who stays in Libya, who resides in Libya. She reportedly passed on after being pushed off a 3-story building by her madam. A Nigerian lady identified as Deborah Yusuf has died after she was allegedly pushed off a 3-story building in Benghazi, Libya. According to reports, she was pushed off the building by a suspected human trafficker named Princess Jamil on Tuesday, June 7, after she paid for her freedom. Deborah was rushed to a hospital for medical treatment and was said to be fighting for her life, whereas the suspect reportedly fled the scene. I mean, if you follow the news and you follow what happens in Libya, you know that Libya is well known for human trafficking stories. This is not the first time, this is not the second time, this is not the third time. Our prayer for those who have been trafficked to Libya is that they come out free. For this lady, her journey has ended because she's dead now, even after paying for her freedom.
It's grits on the bit.
A motorist has expressed his shock that instead of giving him a fine, an FRSC staff officer was giving him a lecture instead of a fine. The young man or woman, it wasn't stated if it was a man or a woman, but this person was stopped by a road safety officer. His papers were not complete. Of course, maybe he didn't have his driver's license, or his driver's license had expired. But instead of doing the usual thing that an FRSC officer would do, that is fining him, he was shocked that this officer was giving him a lecture on how to do this thing. How not to rule thing. But sometimes that is all that we actually need from these people. Don't come with force. This is something that the Nigerian police should actually even take cognizance of.
It's grits on the bit.
In a normal setting, this should not be news. A road safety officer stopping you and giving you a lecture on how to, ride your car on the road, or the things that you're supposed to do if you have a car. But the person is shocked, totally shocked. We pray that one day Nigeria will get better and these things will become normal things that people would see, and they won't necessarily see it as news.
It's grits on the bit.
This will be a convenient time to end the program for today. This is 4:52 already, and of course, Okwele is already in the building to take on the program Arias Kentele. We started a little bit late today. We started about 4:29 or thereabout. And like I said, it is because of, situations that was beyond what we could, take care of. But we thank God that we were able to run the program for about 30 minutes. And we hope that next week we are going to be back with full force. My name is Anjolaoluwa, Aiyetan, and this is Ibadan Gist Arena, and you are still listening to Primus Radio. Don't go anywhere. Till next week. Bye-bye.
Alóyinlo òde wálé agbẹ́dẹ́gbẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ o. Sílẹ̀ bàbá wọn ká tán délẹ̀ o. Mi ò ní lọ síbi kan, bàbá wọn ká tán délẹ̀. Adókẹ́ wọ́de sí i. Èwo ni kó ló bá torí mo fẹ́ fọ́mọ yín. Èwo ni ti warrant officer torí mo fẹ́ fọ́mọ yín. Wọ́n bí mi mo túra bí èmi gangan lábí sọ́lá, mo bọ́lá bí mo jí bọ́lá, mo fẹ́ sọ̀kọ̀ bọ́lá ti tó. Sílẹ̀ màá bá wọn ká tán délẹ̀.
Ìgbà tó bá ní ìṣọba gbọ́n mi kọ̀ǹkọ̀ tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó tún kọ̀ǹkọ̀ ní bá wọn ṣọba lálẹ́ odò. Primus Media City ìràwọ̀ kan tó àgbàgbà yẹrù.